Dead Zone. It was directed by Hank Braxton and released in 2022. It was released physically on DVD in 2023. It is available to buy from March 8th, as of this recording. You can buy it from Eagle Entertainment, JB Hi-Fi, and Sanity. You can also rent or buy it on iTunes, Google, and Fetch TV. Before we begin this review, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Eagle Entertainment Australia for sending me a copy of Dead Zone on DVD for review and unboxing. You can check out my unboxing video of this movie on my channel. It's one of my most recent videos. And I'll leave the link to Eagle Entertainment in the description below. Now, let's talk about Dead Zone. To stop the collapse of humanity, an elite team of soldiers using high-tech armor and weapons must descend onto a radiation-poisoned town and perform the ultimate stealth mission, but they need to be careful. With hell on earth, they just might meet the devil. So the premise of this movie alone is very cool and very interesting. I liked it. It has a squad going into radiation-bombed areas called dead zones, where the zombies are. The zombies are pretty cool. They're fast, they can run and jump. They'd be pretty scary in real life. I don't feel like I'd last long. I liked how the zombies, or runners as they call them, they kind of just run at the squad and they don't scream like randomly, which kind of, it gives it more of a feeling that they could come out of nowhere at any point without any warning. Like, you probably just have to listen for their footsteps and hope for the best, because they just come running at you and they want to eat you. It makes it feel like the characters would need their wits about them. I like the suits that they wear. They looked really cool, like they were from a video game. It reminds me of Crysis or like a futuristic FPS. The tech that they used is really cool, from, you know, the blades coming out of the wrists or the drones. I just really like the tech and the weaponry. It was really cool. And like the helmets, they just looked really badass. Speaking of being like a video game, I liked the mutated zombie shown in this movie, and that was hunting the characters. It really felt like something from maybe like Resident Evil, which really cemented that feeling of being like a video game, which I think is a good thing. The camera work is good. In some cases it can be a little dark and hard to see, especially in a scene where they jump from a plane and they're parachuting down at nighttime. I believe this was done intentionally, as maybe the film's budget wasn't huge, so this was a smart way to accomplish this scene, which I liked. Michael Jai White, who plays the main character or the squad leader boss, he was really good. He definitely carries this movie. I liked him. He carries every scene he's in, he carries the movie. He's a good actor. Fun fact, he's actually from Arrow. He plays Bronze Tiger, and I was thinking for the longest time, I was like, I've seen him somewhere. That's where he's from. The other performances from the rest of the cast feel a little stiff at times, but they still do a good job. It's not terrible. Sometimes the music doesn't fit the tones they're going for in some scenes, and it can feel a little mismatched. You know, there's some parts where the scenes and the music does match, but there are some other parts where it's a little bit mixed. Some fight scenes, they feel a little bit awkward and stiff, especially between two squad members at the start of the film. The zombie kills were everything you'd expect from the zombie genre. They're pretty fun to watch. There's a scene where one member of the squad gets bitten, but I didn't really care, as the movie doesn't really give me a reason to care for the characters. They're just kind of cool, badass soldiers, and that's it. That being said, character deaths just happen. There's no real weight to them. It's kind of like, okay, that happened, let's keep going. Next. Some of, not all, of the CGI is lacking, and in some cases it did take me out of the experience, but for the most part it was pretty good. I believe the budget for the film wasn't huge, and you can kind of tell this when you watch it, but taking this into account, I do believe they did the best that they could. The pacing can sometimes be a little bit hit and miss, you know, so for instance, whenever the zombies and things on screen, that was really fun. If it's just the characters kind of, I guess, going through the town, that can be a little bit boring, or not boring, maybe tedious, but I really think this film shines with the zombies. Guys, I really had fun with this movie. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It's a competent zombie flick, but unfortunately, it doesn't do anything new with the genre. This is a movie you'd maybe have on in the background while you're with your friends, if you just want to chill and just kind of turn off for a little bit and zone out. Or, you know, you just want to watch some zombie killing fun. Like, who doesn't like watching zombie killing fun? I do really still believe that this could be a really good video game on paper. I think if you really like the zombie genre, this movie is for you. For instance, my brother likes watching anything zombie related because he's fascinated by the genre. He likes the survival aspect and the weaponry, and this movie is something that could really deliver in that aspect. Guys, that's my review and thoughts on Dead Zone. You can pick it up from Eagle Entertainment, JB Hi-Fi, Sanity. You can rent or buy it on iTunes, Fetch TV, or Google. Have you seen the movie? What did you think of it? I do believe, this is a competent indie movie. Alright guys, that's enough from me. Again, huge big thank you to Eagle Entertainment Australia for sending me this movie. I really appreciate it. I had fun with this movie. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.